and welcome if you're new. My name is Diane. I'm so excited you're here. So today I wanted to give you all an update on my due date. This has been a little bit of a roller coaster. I'm not gonna say a huge one throughout this pregnancy. I think a lot of it comes from with I was coming right off a miscarriage when I got pregnant again, and so it's made a bit of a oopsie downsy. My due date has changed twice, and so I know I just released a couple videos on my pregnancy test video, and then symptoms by DPO, where I was talking about in both videos being 20 weeks. I did film them on the same day. I didn't release them on the same day, but I filmed them on the same day. And at that point, that was what my current due date said I was at. So when I first got pregnant, I was tracking my ovulation. As I had just come off a miscarriage, I wanted to see, kind of curious just to see how quickly I started to ovulate again. And I did not get a positive ovulation test for almost 4 weeks. And I've never been the traditional you ovulate at 2 weeks. I've always been like usually right around 18 days after my period start, I would ovulate. So a little bit longer. But in this case, my period started on April 18th, and then I didn't get a positive ovulation test until May 10th. So that was a pretty large gap of time. Normally wouldn't have been that big. So I already did really want to base my due date off of my period because I knew it wasn't like that 2-week window. So I calculated it based off the day roughly I knew I had ovulated. And the due date I had come up with was February 1st. Now, I'm not counting that in the whole my due date has changed twice, and that was just my guesstimate. I never give an official due date until the doctor does or my midwife does. And so based on my first ultrasound, which if you want to see that video, I'll go ahead and link it up here. I can go see beautiful baby the first time we saw him or her. Don't know yet. But yeah, so based on that ultrasound, I was 7 weeks and 4 days at the time, and she gave me a due date of February 5th. And then at my 13-week ultrasound, they were doing some genetic testing. I think they were looking at the length of the neck for Down syndrome, which fortunately baby is all in the clear for. But at that point, both the tech and the OB on duty said that my baby looked a bit bigger than 13 weeks. They said look closer to like 15 weeks. So they adjusted my due date at that point to January 23rd, which is what it would have been based off my cycle, based off the exact day I started my miscarriage bleed. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. Great, baby will come a little sooner. And so that was the due date I was basing that 20-week estimate off of in my last 2 videos. So that ended up changing again. I went in at actually just a couple of days after I filmed that video. I think maybe 2, maybe 3 days after I filmed both those videos to have my anatomy scan. And there they couldn't see everything they needed to see. And the tech was like, this baby looks a little small for an anatomy scan. Like, it looks only like maybe an 18-week baby. I was just like, okay, here we go again. And I'm just making a face and laughing because this is the exact same place. So I see a group of midwives, but the ultrasounds are done in the hospital at maternal fetal medicine, the hospital that the midwife's office is associated with. So it's the same office as did both ultrasounds. And so then the tech got the OB on duty involved, and she called my midwife, and they were all just going all around trying to figure out how old my baby was. And at that point, they said that the measurement they had used that had been used at 13 weeks was really inaccurate during the first trimester. It was, I think, a head to rump measurement, and because babies curved a lot more in the first trimester, it's not really as reliable. So they had changed it, but they felt that they really shouldn't have, and so now they have switched my due date back to February 5th. So officially, by my medical due date, I am now 21 weeks, even though it's 3 weeks later than when I said I was 20 weeks. It is what it is at this point. Baby's coming somewhere end of January, beginning of February. I'm not going to stress beyond that. I will always base my weeks on what the doctor says the medical due date is. So we're going with February 5th. Based on that, I am now 21 weeks pregnant today and super excited. I'm getting to a point where I'm feeling a little bit more of a little bit more of like a second wind with my pregnancy. Still occasionally sick, but not nearly as often, and I am sleeping way better. I wasn't sleeping very well at all early on the second trimester, but these past few nights especially, I've just been, the second my head hit the pillow, I was out. So I'm waking up feeling so much more refreshed because I am sleeping well, which is a huge relief. It's really good to feel that extra strength. And if you can tell, I'm very breathy, but that's pretty normal for halfway through a pregnancy. But yeah, so more details to come. We have our gender reveal 2 weeks from yesterday. I'm sorry. So my ultrasound, my follow-up anatomy scan they rescheduled it because they just weren't able to see everything they need to see, is a week from tomorrow, and then our gender reveal is 5 days after that. So 2 weeks, yeah, something like that. It's on Saturday, so it's 2 weeks from yesterday. Today is Sunday. So at some point between now and then, I will be getting our gender predictions video out, and then I will be releasing the gender reveal video shortly after that, once we know what it is and we've told all our closest family and friends. It is going to be a bit of a party, so a lot of them will be there, but otherwise we'll be figuring that out, or we'll be releasing that and letting you all know once all of our family knows first. And yeah, super excited. So we never found out with Bruce, so this will definitely be different. So stay tuned. I do have some more general mom cleaning videos coming too. I am getting back into that. It's not going to be all pregnancy, but if you would like to continue following my pregnancy journey, please don't forget to like this video, click subscribe. I would love to have you come along. I'm so excited to bring you through. I plan to film everything, all the big moments, baby's birth, postpartum, all the things. I'm so excited. So I'll see you guys again soon. Love you. Bye.